truly believe every day when I wake up, I feel so abundant. And the abundance is not so much about the things that I hold, as far for me, when I think about my prosperous life, I think about the thoughts that I hold towards other people, the thoughts I hold about myself. It's so empowering. When I look at people, I see the beauty, I see them at their highest form, but I also acknowledge their journey and their rise and their struggles. And I don't see them from a lowest point. I see them from this being that's going to rise, and this being that I can have a privilege to add value to. When I think about the word, when you say I appreciate you, sometimes I think, did I really appreciate them? Because when you appreciate, if I appreciate a house, it means it's worth more. If I appreciate my staff, they should be worth more, right? And so then there's this elevation that comes because I say, okay, first of all, Casey, if you are appreciating others, you have to have value. You know, if somebody on the street tell you your house is worth more, it doesn't mean anything. But if the bank tell you your house is worth more, now you're happy, right? So this power to appreciate comes from, first of all, recognizing, wait, I have worth and I have power. And my power, harnessing my power and realizing my power is in my words. My power is in my thoughts. My power, when it comes through my thoughts and comes out my mouth as words, and then it goes into activity, then I have the ability to appreciate people, things, places, and spaces. And this is something that I realize is worth so much. It might not be apparent in a moment to a person if they are in company with an appreciator. We always say I have gratitude. And I wrote an article about this, but maybe you're not a reader of my article, so let me talk about it. So you can have gratitude and you can have appreciation, and they're not the same. Somebody can show you gratitude, and this is how I think about it. I think about gratuity. When you go to the restaurant and someone serves you food, you have gratuity for them, meaning you leave them a tip, right? You leave them a tip, like a little extra money, right? So you pay them, but you didn't pour anything into the worth of that person. You gave them a little extra, right? You gave them some money, right? Which is helpful, but you didn't appreciate their being. When you appreciate a being, the intrinsic person becomes it is worth more. And I use this, like I say, you don't pay gratitude for a house, right? But a house appreciates, right? You can appreciate a house. You can add furnishings, you can add decor, you can add so many things that will increase the inherent value of the house, right? So my gratitude is appreciation. So I think for me, sitting in reflection, I'm coming to an understanding of who I am. And I am an appreciator. I am a person that when I enter into your life, your value, your intrinsic value becomes more. And it becomes more because the thoughts I think towards you, the perspective shifts I put within you, you see life and the world differently. So you cannot come into the presence of an appreciator and be devalued. That will never happen. You cannot be valued. Like I mean, we have free will, right? But when you are in the presence of an appreciator, you are valued. But this is the thing that I did not know as an appreciator. As an appreciator, your value grows with the value that is poured back into you as gratitude. So gratitude and appreciation works hand in hand. So when the people you appreciate show gratitude to you, and you allow that, because sometimes as healers we don't allow things to happen, but when the people you appreciate turn around and shows gratitude and you receive that, you increase your value and your worth to appreciate. It's like real estate, right? If you add